Hello guys, this is Harley, back with you again with another League of Legends video. Um, this time I'm going to be spectating somebody on my friends list. His name is Downhill and That. He's actually in the lower right hand corner right now playing Veigar. He actually queued as random, so he just ended up getting Veigar out of the randoms. This is not a high level ELO ranked game by any means. This player is level 30, so I'm expecting to see somewhat of a decent game. Not too many newbie mistakes. Let's go over the teams right now. On on the top of your screen, you'll see we got the Jack Skin Jaximus, played by Stellar Fire, Commando Jarvan, played by Prince Secret, Shyvana, played by MGL3, Singed, played by Fa Yotair. I'm not exactly sure how to say that name, to be honest. And then we got Cassiopeia, played by Ministry X to the 6th. And then on the bottom, we got Poppy by Gara of the Funk, Volibear by Perseus Jackson. That's a great name. And then we got Amumu by KCR, Caitlyn by Preob, and as I said, Veigar by Downhill and Dat. And as you can see, this game has recently started. I'm gonna see if I can make it for some reason. Just give me 1 second. Alright guys, sorry about that. For some reason my computer would not let me move out of this little box right here with my mouse. So I ended up fixing that. Yeah, but the game's still the same. Uh, Looks like the Downhill and Dat is going to be on the purple side, and then everyone else on the top team, I believe it was, is going to be on the blue team. All right. So let's take a look at some summoner spells. It does not appear that we have a jungler on the blue side, but it does look like we have a jungle Amumu on the purple side. So that is going to leave, I'm assuming, Caitlyn top. I've never really seen a Poppy top, but then again, I've never really seen that much of Poppy. We're gonna have Volibear bottom. That's very, very good. He has that fling back. He can just set up a bunch of ganks for the purple team. So let me just do a rundown. I'm not sure what they're doing. Maybe they're gonna do duo top, solo bottom. Not sure how they're gonna do that. I haven't really seen that too often. But anyway, I'm just gonna cast them. We got Caitlyn and Poppy up top for the purple team. I'm assuming Veigar is going to be middle. There's not really anywhere else he can be and be effective. Then we're going to have a Mumu jungle, like I said, and Volibear bottom. Meanwhile, I think they're trying to get a first blood here. Got Shyvana in the bush. Are they going to bait it? No, I think they're too smart for that. I think they know that Shyvana's in this bush. I'm pretty sure they don't know this. Oh, they're gonna face check, and right there, I think she saw that Cassiopeia. So I think they're gonna end up going for that Poppy. Meanwhile, it does look like Singed is coming in for this Caitlyn. Can he fling her? No, he took his poison first. All right. So for that level 1 aggression, I think that's about over. Veigar is just helping out Amumu with that blue as much as possible. Does get in that bush for a little second, but it's not going to be that bad. Alright, so for blue team, we got a Shyvana and a Singed top. Singed is very fun top. Then we got a Cassiopeia mid. And then we got Jarvan and Jax bot. Oh, and it looks like there's going to be some pressure on Poppy. Can Volibear get in there to make it happen? No, he needs to back out. He needs to back out. Both of them need to. Oh, shit. Alright. Then we got a health potion working there for Poppy, so that's good. And it does appear that Caitlyn's just going to be solo top. So Poppy did end up coming bottom. And Poppy had a blower flash there. It's a good flash. I agree with that one. There's a lot of times when people flash, and I really think that it's unnecessary. I think that you should save your flash for when you absolutely need it. And this Veigar is going to be farming up his Q as much as possible. For those of you who don't know his Q, if he kills a minion with his Q, it gives him 1 ability power. So every minion kill that he gets with that Q, it's going to give him 1 ability power. And that doesn't sound like that much, but in high ELO games, you'll see people get easily over 100 to 200 even CS on a mid lane champion. And of course, not every single one of those are going to be CS by the Q, but you know, most of them are. I'd say easily over 50% of them are. So that's an extra 100 AP out of nowhere. You know, it's not going to be factored in by items or anything like that. That's just flat 100 AP. So Veigar is a really good champion if you know how to play him. His stun is also really unique to the game. As far as I know, there's not a champion that has a stun like him, where his stun is actually a ring. There it is right there. And it actually stuns in a ring. It doesn't stun everything inside of it. It only stuns on the outside of it, the border. So when you land it, when you use it, you kind of have to aim it so that they're on the outside. It's really good for running away as Veigar in team fights. You can just pop that down right on top of yourself, and it forces the enemy team to either back off or run through it. Either way, you're gonna be done for. You're gonna be out of there. This Poppy getting very low, and then it looks like we did get the first blood on Jax with the Poppy. I think she got her ignite off. Yeah, her ignite is on cooldown. Oh, and she got that Jarvan under the tower too. That's a very good play by Poppy. Grats to her. And it does look like Caitlyn's pushing out a little bit. It does look like she's been doing a fair amount of poke. Singed blowing his flash for that fling. And, oh man, Shyvana just getting caught by that trap that was right there. Actually held her in place just out of auto attack range. Caitlyn is out of mana right there though, so I don't know how much longer she can last in the lane. Hopefully Amumu comes top to help her out. But it does look like Amumu is, oh, he has a regrowth pendant, so he could be bringing that back. So far it is 0-2, and Poppy on the purple team actually has both of those kills, so that's good for her. Poppy can get very strong late game if she gets fed, and as you can see, she's building ability power. It appears ability power so far, actually. There's a lot of different builds for Poppy. You can build her tank, attack power, ability power, basically anything except for a ranged carry, for obvious reasons. But up top, it does look like Amumu came in for a gank, and Shyvana actually got the kill on her. I think I disagree with Caitlyn running away. I think she should have turned around and auto-attacked. I think she could have killed both of them before they killed her. The retreat ping is going down for the blue team right now. Meanwhile, we got some potential action going down bottom. That Jarvan skin is so cool with that sword. But yep, there's the fling from Volibear, and there's the knockback into the wall for the stun. And Jarvan getting very low, so is Volibear. And there's the auto attacks on Jax from Poppy. And Jarvan's coming back to try to help him. There goes the shield. And yeah, she's just going to back out of there. That was a good play. Volibear just got out of position, took too many auto attacks. He should have gotten out of there earlier than he did. And it does look like Poppy's going to sit in this bush and see if they're going to do anything stupid, but it does not appear that they're going to. Jax using an MP potion. Mumu coming mid for a gank. Cassiopeia getting very low, but there's the ult and the Q. Or not the Q, I'm sorry. The Twin Fang, the E. Oh, nope, it was the E. Alright. So the Twin Fang getting him very low. He's forced to retreat out of there. Probably just gonna, he's gonna counter jungle in right here. I think he's gonna try to, should bandage toss over that wall, but I think he's gonna try to, he's finishing this Cassiopeia. Can he get it? No, he can't. It goes very low. Oh, but Veigar picks it up. And another kill on bottom for Poppy. And Jarvan lunging away with Poppy chasing. Is she gonna, nope, she's not gonna dive. But meanwhile, we do have this Caitlyn pushing them very back. I just love this feeling when you're duo, it's 2v1 on top lane because one of the teams don't have a jungler and the solo just completely annihilates them. And it does look like he has been. Poked, singed obviously low, and Shyvana had to go back, obviously. She did have one kill. She did pick up her boots. Caitlyn's still chilling there with the Doran's blade. Amumu actually traded his regrowth pendant in to transform it into a Philosopher's Stone. It's a very good item for any tank jungler type thing. as long as they're not an AD carry, I pretty much agree with any jungle that decides to pick up gold per 5 items. I usually wouldn't get more than 1 or 2, maybe. Skarner's really good when you get the Philosopher's Stone and the Heart of Gold for that extra health. You'll see a lot of Skarners picking that up when they jungle. They actually pushed Caitlyn back to her tower, so nothing really going on right now. It does look like the blue team is coming out for it. And they're also 2 levels behind Poppy, same level as Volibear, so that is not a position you want to be in when you're a duo. However, Jax and Jarvan do have the CS that, Volibear is kind of slacking on CS, and, oh, well, I guess so is Poppy, but Poppy again has 3 kills. She's 3-0 right now, so she can kind of afford to slack if she needs to. Caitlyn just laying down her traps, trying to get lucky with that. Those traps actually do play a really, really big part in the survival of Caitlyn, more than you'd know. And it does look like Singe is going to come in, try to fling her back. Nope, but he decides not to. He blows his flash to get out of there. And it does look like Jarvan sitting here in this bush. He does have his ultimate now, so he's going to try to trap this Poppy in, I do believe. Meanwhile, there is action mid. Oh, and they trade kills. It does look like Amumu and Shyvana were going to come in, but kill each other. And there's the ult from Jarvan. Jarvan actually holding his teammate in there. He needs to be able to drop that a little bit faster. And yes, they do get the Jax. Are they going to get it? Are they going to get the Jarvan? If he gets the throwback from Volibear, no, they're not going to go in on it. It looks like Poppy blew her ignite there. Actually, it's kind of hard to tell. It could have been Volibear also. Volibear picking up an assist there, though, so that's good for him. Amumu just taking the CS right here, trying to farm up while Veigar's spawning. And it does look like they did end up getting that Jarvan. They dove him. I'm sorry I missed that. So much action going on everywhere. And this is a good trap setup right now because they're actually pushing Caitlyn into her tower, so she just says, alright, that's fine, I'll just lay down some traps, and when you walk into them, I'm going to punish it by giving some good auto attacks. But here comes Shyvana. Shyvana behind this Amumu. Amumu's getting these wraiths. She better back out. There goes the ult for Amumu and the flash, and I do believe she's just gonna, yep, she just took that down, only taking 1 tower hit. But is Veigar gonna do anything? No, he's just gonna let it go. Meanwhile, here comes Shyvana top. Is the Singe gonna run into one of these traps? Yeah, I don't think so. The only thing that like I said, this isn't a high ELO game, so you won't see too much ward coverage. Usually there's wards, they'll try to ward this bush for ganks, or they'll try to ward, the dragon to see if the jungler is coming, but I guess they don't have well, yeah, the blue team could ward dragon to see if the jungler was going to try to come in for a gank, but Amumu hasn't been bottom very often so far. So we'll end up seeing, actually, is this Amumu going to catch the Shyvana for some revenge? Blind bandage toss misses, and there's the assistance from Veigar. They aren't going to get him, unfortunately. Let's see what level his stun is. Stun is level 2. I tend to try to oh, he leveled up his Q actually first. That's gonna make it easier to last hit. Are they gonna dive this? Are they gonna dive this? Oh, Shyvana picking up the Amumu. While the Amumu didn't pick up the Cassiopeia, the Veigar picked up the Cassiopeia, and Veigar is gonna be forced to back out right here. He just does not. There's the tower hit, but there's the heal, and he's actually walking in the fire. All right. Oh, is he gonna stick around? Oh man. This Veigar needs to get out of here. He has no mana. He can't do anything to Shyvana with no mana. Veigar's passive is good for when he is out of mana, though. Let me show you that real quick. It's basically for each 1% of his mana missing, his mana regeneration increases by 0.75%. So when he's at low mana, he's actually regenerating very, very quickly. Obviously, the more mana he gets, the less his mana regeneration is. So he's one of the only mid champions that can really excel with little to no mana at all mid lane. He just has a lot of sustain and he doesn't have to go back as often. As you can see, this Veigar picking up that cages for the Deathfire Grasp. And here comes the gank on Cassiopeia, the lunge, and the ultimate is going to pick that up for Poppy. Poppy is building the Sheen. I think she's going to grab that Trinity Force, which is a very good item on Poppy. I love that item for Poppy. I love that item for anybody with any sort of lunge or jump. You know, Alistar, Jax. It's all really, really strong on any champion with a lunge because that's your opener. And as soon as you pop in with that opener, then your first auto attack just hits for a ton. And it does look like the Shyvana's roaming a little bit. That is going to set... Oh, no, I was going to say that's going to set her back. I thought that 8 was a 6, but I forget she's been getting some kills. And it does look like she's going to be possibly going for either a Trinity Force or a Frozen Mallet, more likely for that tankiness, because they don't really have a tank on the blue team. Singed can tank, but just judging by his build so far, he is going to be going AP. That Sapphire Crystal, I guess that could be a Frozen Heart, so there's really no way to tell. They're going to be jumping in on this Caitlyn, under the tower. Shyvana needs to get out of there. Oh, but the stun! The stun from the Caitlyn trap also, and with the combination of the creeps and the tower, actually get Caitlyn a kill after she is dead. Does look like this Jax is jumping on this Volibear. This Volibear's just gonna commit. There he goes. Poppy coming bot. Veigar, I think he's gonna come top to try to help them, but he decides that mid is more important, seeing how Cassiopeia would just be left completely alone to farm, and there goes all those creeps for him. So he's doing a very good job. You know, I'd like to see him have more creeps slain. You know, Caitlyn's doing a very good job on CS. She has 85. That's almost double than anybody else in the game almost. Shyvana's the only one who has just over half. And this flash by Amumu going to block off this Cassiopeia. I do not see her getting away unless she has flash, which she does not. And her heal is down. Oh, wow! Just barely escaping there with under 10 health. And this Poppy going to catch the Shyvana. Oh, that was a nice juke in the bush. But Jarvan's coming from behind to assist. And yeah, she's just going to duck out of there. That's a good idea. 3 bot. They already pushed down a tower. I think Poppy should just start roaming right now. And this is actually good from this Amumu, just taking all these creeps from behind the turret and letting his own creeps tank the turret and do substantial damage. But here comes the Jax. He's going to try to take him out, but here comes the Jarvan too. I do believe they're going to get this Amumu. I don't really see him getting out of there. His flash was down, so there was not much that he could actually do. Here comes Caitlyn again with these traps. You know, she's just freezing the lane right here, which is exactly what you want to do when you're solo top versus 2 duos. And there's a little bit of a team fight going down. Poppy getting very low, having to blow her ultimate. This Volibear getting the kill on Cassiopeia. I think they're going to try to get this Jarvan, this Poppy catching this Jax out of position, but she is going to fall as she was already very low. Veigar stun coming down with the combination of the Volibear damage. Going to be able to take down Jax, and it does look like Jarvan's going to get out of there. Looks like Volibear's just going to come down and clean up these creeps for him right now. That was intense. It does look like purple team's in the lead. It's 8 kills to 17. You know, 16k gold to 21. That isn't a really, really huge lead, but at this point of the game, it can be. As you can see, the Caitlyn with her CS is already picking up the BF sword and the lifesteal. She's going to be going for that Bloodthirster, and she has her boots, her tier 2 boots. Meanwhile, her top laner competition is going to be the Singed, who is building AP. He has the catalyst for the Rod of Ages and his level 2 boots, and the Shyvana, which is building HP right now. So I do believe that's going to be the Frozen Mallet. Let's just check on the gold right now. You can actually see that CS working for this Caitlyn right now. She has more gold than everybody in the game. Even this Poppy, who has 5 kills to her 1, does not have more total gold than her. There's going to be a slight engage up here. The Singe getting caught by a trap and the stun. But Shyvana is just going to come in and, just kind of zone out any damage that would be being taken. Let's see. Oh, this Jarvan coming out from the bush trying to pick up this Veigar. He could have lunged and ulted to do a little bit extra damage, but it would not have been a smart idea because Cassiopeia was not in position to deal with that. It does look like Poppy and Volibear are going to be coming down from the jungle trying to gank this Cassiopeia. Is she going to ult? There comes the Volibear throw. And is she going to heal? No, she is not. Her heal was on cooldown. But Shyvana is going to pick up this Caitlyn up top. I'm sorry I missed that. There was action going down in the middle, and it does look like they're going to be able to push this tower. I don't see Jarvan doing much. Should not have engaged there 3v1. That Poppy is fed, and so is that Veigar. And that is not something you want to do. Veigar alone can pretty much nuke down an entire health bar of almost anybody. And how much gold? Yeah, I do believe this Veigar is going to back off here pretty soon and go grab that Deathfire's Grasp for that 30% initial hit. Pretty much with Veigar, what you want to do is you want to catch them in the stun while using your Deathfire Grasp. You want to open with that because it does 30% of the target's total health, so it does the most damage when they're at full health. So you want to open up the Deathfire Grasp and the stun. Then you want to drop your, is it called Dark Matter, I believe? Yeah, Dark Matter, which his is only level 1. That's a real shame, because once you get that maxed, oh man, it does so much damage. But then you want to go your ult and then your Q, and that'll just completely decimate somebody's health bar. And there's the surrender vote for the blue team. It's a victory for the purple team. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been Harley. As always, like, favorite, subscribe, and if you guys want to see more League of Legends, just let me know in the comments or send me a PM. I'll see you guys next time.